This is a short tutorial on how to set up scan to folder from a Kyocera multifunction device. First thing we need to do is we need to create a folder that you're going to scan to, a destination folder. So if you right click and add a folder, we'll just call this one scan1. This is our folder that we're going to scan to from the device. So once you've created the folder, you right click on it, go to properties, and we're in the process now of sharing it, so go to sharing, tell it to share, and in this drop down we tell it to add everyone to this. Now when it says everyone, that means just users that are on this computer. We tell it to give it permissions to read and write there, because even just because you're sharing it doesn't give it rights to write something to that folder. We tell it to share. Once it's shared, it shows up like this. What I've learned is it's easier just to right click on this, highlight it, and right click and say copy link. That way all your folder names and your computer names, everything is included in that one link. It's just a matter of removing some information when you're in the address book of the copier. So let's hit done there, and let's close this. So now let's get to the copier. Bring up a web browser. If you know what the copier's IP address is, go ahead and type it in. If you don't, I have another video on how to get the status page, which includes the IP address of the copier. So let's look at this. This is a secure device, so if you don't have an SSL license, just click this continue to website. Go to the address book, and now go to machine address book. Now we're going to add a contact. Just click on add. Put in a descriptive name for the destination that you're sending it to. So it could be anything. Could be Fred, Bob, Jerry, or whatever. Okay, folder scans. I'm going to call it folder scans. And then we get down to SMB. This is the part where you do scanning to folder with Windows sharing. So we just click in here, and I am just going to paste that information I took off of the when we were creating the share. So what I need to do is up top here we have the host name. This is, it wants the computer name up here. So the computer that you've set up the destination is, that's the computer it wants. So this is my computer name. And then I'll go and repaste that same information in here. Now in this section, it wants to know where the folders are located. So I am going to put in these. This is the folder where we created the scans. And then you put in the username. I have another user that I use for this computer, for just specifically for scanning. I can put my other regular login. I can use this one. And once you put in your username and password, you press test, and this will allow the machine to communicate with your computer and make sure that the settings are all correct. If it's correct, it will give you a connection. Okay, and click OK. If it isn't, then one of these four things is incorrect and not working properly. So once that is done, you just tell it submit, and that will save the destination in the address book. So we go there, and then if you want to create a Onetouch button, which is a big huge shortcut, so if you have a lot of people in the address book, you can create shortcuts that make it easier to reach, to find the destination you want to. So once you hit the Onetouch button, go here to set up the the key you want to set the Onetouch on. And you can type in the destination and stuff like that, but it's much easier since you already have it on the address book. Just go to the address book, highlight our destination here. There's radio button here, and tell it submit. And now it gives you the file name and stuff like that. Tell it submit. And now we have our Onetouch showing up here. So let me pause this and scan something to this folder. So I'm back, and here's our folder that we shared and scanned. I scanned a status page from our device, and this is what the scans look like. Here's the IP address I was talking about so you can browse to the web interface. Thank you very much for watching.